Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Want to hear about a miracle that happened to me when I was only 4 years old? Listen up. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I accepted Islam at the age of 19. I'm 51 right now. Hey, stop doing the math. So as I said in my conversion video, I had never heard the words Allah, Islam, Quran, Muhammad, nothing. The way I grew up was something like Mus'ab ibn Umair. I grew up in this white Christian bubble, basically. So as I said, when I was 4 years old, I had never had a babysitter ever in my life. I would always stay with my mom or my grandmother. It was always family. This one time when I was 4 years old, there was nobody available and there was an emergency that came up. So they had to leave me somewhere, so they left me with a family from Ethiopia. Now this was my first time having a babysitter. You know, I was 4 years old. You know, my mom and dad are leaving. I don't know what's going on. And who are these people? Now I want to preface this whole story. I didn't even know that this happened. My mother told me this story about 16 years ago. So this is her speaking. I have no recollection of anything. Okay, so they left me with this Ethiopian family. I go inside, you know, 3 or 4 hours goes by and my mother comes to pick me up. So she knocks on the door and his wife answers the door. And so she comes in to come and get me and she sees me standing next to this Ethiopian guy. But what I didn't know, you know, I was 4 years old, and what my mother didn't know is that the man was actually praying Maghrib. So here I am, 4-year-old me, standing next to this guy that's praying Maghrib. And so my mother said, "What are you doing? What is he doing standing next to him? What is it? He's got his rug out and everything. What's going on?" This was back in the 70s, so a lot of people didn't even really know what Islam was in the first place. But anyways, he was praying Maghrib, and I was standing to the right of him. And so my mother asked, "Did your husband like encourage him to pray with him, or what's the deal?" And so the wife was like, no. He got up and he's, you know, started praying and reciting the Holy Quran, and your son just got up from the couch and stood next to him. So it's like I prayed Salah even before I was a Muslim, subhanallah. It was almost like a fitrah, subhanallah. Amazing, right? I mean, a 4-year-old American white kid prays his first prayer, Salat al-Maghrib, and he wasn't even a Muslim in the first place. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided me to Islam. Alhamdulillah. Best thing that ever happened to me in my life.